Peter Obi, former Labour Party presidential candidate, has stated his openness to accepting a vice presidential position if he finds someone more capable of advancing the country than himself. During a recent interview with a new Central TV, which was mentioned on YouTube, Obi emphasized that his primary focus is on ensuring Nigeria moves forward in the 2023 general election. When asked if he would consider being a vice presidential candidate, Obi said, "Quite frankly, for me, I'm not desperate to be Nigeria president. I am desperate to see Nigeria work. If I see people who can do the work better, I will consider being vice president. I even have people who say I should not come out in 2027, and I said to them, offer yourself and we will not put everybody on a scale." Obi reaffirmed his loyalty to the Labour Party, though remains open to working with others who share his vision for the country. "I will stay with Labour Party. However, if anyone seeks collaboration or alliance, they must clearly state their objectives. I am not interested in joining forces for political gain or to merely win an election. What matters to me is addressing crucial issues like getting every child into school and tackling the problem of out-of-school children," Obi explained. Meanwhile, the party's National Working Committee, NWC, led by Julius Aburi, recently called on Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the National Security Advisor to investigate Obi and several other notable figures, including activist Aisha Yusufu and Pastor Itua Ighodalo. The investigation is regarding alleged mismanagement of campaign funds during the 2023 election cycle. At a press conference in Abeokuta, the Labour Party factional National Publicity Secretary Abayomi Arabambi accused Obi and his associates of diverting over 12 billion naira and $15 million intended for the presidential campaign. Arabambi described Obi as a political profiteer orchestrating the diversion of these donations. Arabambi also criticized Yusufu's public defense in response to these accusations, calling her statements a small screen to conceal the truth. Okay, I get it. Obi, when I first saw it, wow, that is wisdom. It is not all about it is my turn, I have to be this, I have to be that. If he sees somebody who is going to agree and believes even is going to accept to do more than what he himself is even offering to give to Nigerian people, why not? Is it to be, I'm your president, like Tinubu Nana? He has it. What is he doing with it? His people are so ashamed of themselves because they think that they are the modern people who can do the job. Of course, they are just deceiving themselves, because when you look at somebody's what do they call it, antecedents, you don't need a soothsayer that Tinubu is not going to do anything. But people always believe, just like they believed in Buhari, that okay, Buhari was going to, because of his experience and all of that, an old man, what is he going to be looting money for? But unfortunately, he gave too much space and chance for the people over the Kai. It's unfortunate. So that is wisdom that Peter Obi and somebody who is not desperate. That is it. Okay, well, he will be running mate for Daddy Baba, his former running mate, in as much Nigeria is better. That is the most important thing. Abure has been misbehaving. You get why? The money wouldn't have been there in the first place if Obi was not involved, because he used the money for what it was meant for. They are all shouting blue mother. Mr. PW, don't just try us as a vice president. Obi, you have good intentions for this country, and if you want to win, you must join this lie politicians. After you achieve it as our president, then you know that what they are there for. Obi is a confused human being and unstable person. Read the whole write-up and understand what he's saying. You see, this Agbado, they are the ones who saying the Obi is not unstable. The one that is stable is not all about I want to be this. If you see somebody that can do it, why not? He's not desperate. The man who is desperate, and see the way he's been serving you people breakfast, is giving una woto. One can choose to say a cup is either half empty or half full. Some people will read this article and see it that Obi wants to join forces with the North to wrestle power from Tinubu. Some will see it as if see him as him downgrading himself, and some will see him as a patriot who puts his country first before anything else. But whichever way you see him, you must all agree to one thing: this man lost this country. You might not like the way he shows it, but you sure will not even doubt it. Before you comment on anything, check who posted it. This is just a fabricated news from those that it will be, whichever way they want to fabricate it to. The truth is there that the antecedent of Peter Obi is so glaring that it's different from them. I think one activist lawyer was talking about it. Obi is the first candidate or first politician who will lose an election, and yet he's still on the pages of newspaper, he's still everywhere, he's still doing one or two things, unlike those other people. As soon as they loses an election, the next you don't see them again. The next time you see them is during what is it called, during another election year. Somebody like Jimmy Agbaje of Lagos, the same thing he was always in. You don't see him, but when election time comes, you will see him again. He will now be, he will be getting to show himself maybe 6 months to election. Yeah, shout out to Jimmy Agbaji of Lagos. May God console him and meet him at the point of his need. God will hear his prayer. God will console him. The loss that he experienced, I think this year, that will not happen again. God will give him the grace to be able to bear the loss. He lost his son, I think, in Canada. I think they said the son was a pastor. Okay, condolence to him. So that is by the wayside. But when we talk about politics, we see Jimmy Agbaji always coming during election. He does not even act as opposition. And people began to suspect that this man is like he's working with the government of the day. So that is by the wayside. Like I said, our condolence to him. Wow, this man has given up already. He has already belittled himself and accepted defeat. Obi is not aware of this fake news. I now understand from many comments here that some people do not even read in between the lines. He said if he finds someone better, oh my God, the guy is a wisdom personified. That's what a lot of them don't even understand. He's wisdom personified. So guys, let's hear your opinion. We don't even want to dwell on this, but the man, like I said, is just a wisdom personified. Leave your comment down there below, guys, and let us have your take.